Hey everyone and welcome back. In the previous video we took a look at the Squaddie Italy RSX, which is the Ferrari SF90 Stradale. So in this one we'll be taking a look at the Mammoth Squaddie, which is the Hummer H1 in real life. It is a single cab military version, as you can see from the initial looks of it itself. So comparison wise, this is a really well made vehicle with lots of similarities to the real life one, and also has got a lot of customizations just like the real life one too. So the design aspects, well, this is just a single cab, not like the typical Humvee which was 4-door version. This is just a 2-door version with bench seats in the back. So more like a military personnel carrier, but nonetheless that is the overall look of the car. And the interiors, well, it is pretty much basic, guys. I mean, literally, it is literally very basic, as you can see. And this thing is coming out with a hefty price tag of $1.1 million. You can get supercars for that price. So nonetheless, the vehicle drives and handles, just like you would imagine. It's not fast or anything, it's quite okay. And moreover, this is an off-roader, not like an SUV. But sadly, this is in the SUV segment, not in the off-road segment. So that is kind of weird if I have to say. But yeah, nonetheless, going to the customizations, first up is the primary paint, and the primary paint changes the entire body of it except the side doors and the top roof. You can actually make some pretty cool looking off-road builds with this, but yeah, that's with the paint options. So primary paint and secondary paint, different options, and also the stock wheels, as you can see, that is also paintable. I mean, all three paint options, that's really good. But the interior paint, well, that is actually tied up to the primary paint, as you can see right now. If I change the exterior paint, it is going to change the interiors as well. So the primary paint changes both the interior as well as the exterior. And for this, we'll probably be going with military spec, so either green or brown. I think brown looks much better for this. So yeah, I think I'll go with brown. And also for the secondary paint, I think I'll go with the dark earth brown. No, I think I'll go with the normal matte brown. And for the wheels, I think I'll go with gray. I think I'll go with brown. Yeah, these actually look good. I'll go with brown itself. Next, moving on to the customization parts, we have the back bodywork, and that is the roll bar. As you can see here, it kind of looks weak in my opinion, not that good. We also have the side rails. So yeah, just like I said in the initial, this particular Mammoth Squaddie is more like an army personnel carrier. The vehicles which are used to carry troops. So this particular model is based on that, not like an armored version or like the 4-door version, which looks a lot better compared to this one. But this is what we're getting for GTA Online, guys. Personally, I think the rear section could have been a little better, but we gotta deal with this. Next, we have the front bumpers. We have got quite a few options here, and yeah, there's like two versions in them, the chrome one as well as the blacked out ones. I personally will be going with the black ones, and this low profile one is what resembles the real life version. But for this build, I think I'll be going with the off-road ones. Next, we have the rear bumpers, and well, the options are very much limited for this one. Just the initial ones and no low profile bumper. But we actually have the heavy plated bumper for the back. Okay, so as usual, we'll be going with the off-road one. They look much better. And next, moving to the side skirts, well, we have got like the side steps. There are quite a few options here, and these are completely personal preferences, so I won't be wasting much time with this. Next, we have the exhaust options. I mean, I was not a huge fan of those long exhausts, so I prefer these side or low mounted exhaust systems. In those, there are also dual options, and they look really good. And also there's the low exit exhaust. So this is more like a shorter one. The stock was a longer one. This is a shorter one. There's also dual ones, and you can also get like dual high exit exhaust as well. I mean, like I said, it totally depends on what type of a build you guys will be making, either an off-road version or a military personal carrier. it totally depends on your personal preferences, your likes and your taste, guys. So then we have the chassis. These are the racks for the back side, and they have various options ranging from the ammo boxes to jerry cans to weapon crates. And like I said, it depends entirely on how you're going to be doing this build. You can do that military troops carrier, and with that rails and panel in the back, it is going to suit well. And if you pair it with the high exit exhaust, you know, it all matches up perfectly. So like I said, it's completely personal preferences, and it depends on what build you're going to be making. You can make various different types of build, guys. You can even make a civilian version with this, you know, remove everything like the military options on this, and just the stock one is going to look like the civilian one. But nonetheless, we'll be going with the off-road build for this. And then we have the grills, that is the front bull bars. Oh my god, look at this first one. This is just like the real life version, guys. As you can see from the picture comparison here, this is literally the real life version. And we also have got different versions with the lights and LED bars in the front, the fog lights. They look really good. The good thing about it is that the lights actually work on this new DLC vehicle, guys. So earlier on we wouldn't have the bumper lights or the bull bar lights working, but finally they work. So really good with that. And we have got, you know, good options for these front bumpers. Going about them quickly for now. There is also a big one, that is the heavy brush guard. You know, there's actually a real life bull bar that looks exactly like this, you know, on the Hummer vehicles, but I personally don't like the looks of this. So for this build, I'll be going with a much neater looking one, that is the real life lookalike one with the fog lights. Yeah, the fog lights kind of look good, so I'll be going with that. Next we have the hood. We have got quite a few options in them, and the primary vented scoop hood is what, you know, looks just like the real life version, guys. Even the real life Hummer H1 has got a single vent on the front hood, so you know, this comes up to that. There are a few other options as well, including the chrome ones. I personally don't like them. So as usual, we'll be going with the vented scoop hoods. Next we have the mirrors, and the black modern mirrors is the real life one, guys. I mean, there are other options as well. Those are, you know, the generic off-road mirrors. Not a huge fan of that, so we'll stick to the real life one. Next we have the doors. There's a lot of options here, and you know, the particular one that I want to address here are the ones at the end, and that is the armor plated ones, the, you know, heavy armored ones. So okay, they have added like armored doors, very good with that. But just so you know, we have a big ass windshield in the front and also a rear window, and they are not armored. There is no upgrade options as well. So you're gonna tell me that we have like armored doors, but the front windshield and the rear ones are not armored? That literally doesn't make any sense. There's also multiple roof options as well, and we also get like roof rack lights. That's pretty cool. We've got quite a few options, you know, it's all personal preferences. And also the good thing, the lights do work, so really good on that. And yeah, the design of them depends on the theme you're going to be building. The roof basket LED bar one, you know, looks so much like the real life version, like the one in the picture here. Yeah, there's a lot of resemblance. And also there's the crates and ammo boxes one as well. But for this build, I think I'll be going with the cargo roof rack with the lights in the front. We'll also be getting the engine, the transmission, and the performance upgrades. I mean, we won't be doing the top speed test because you literally won't be racing this, right? And we also got livery options. Well, these are all, you know, reused liveries, guys. These are all already in the game, and so nothing unique to this particular vehicle. So completely skipping that. And for the wheels, well, we can go with the new custom wheels. These look really good, but I think I'll go with somewhat of Hummer's stock wheels. So for that, we'll go with the concave steely. Actually looks good, but I'll be going with the police issue steely for this one. Yeah, this look good. For the wheel paint, instead of brown, I think I'll go with the black. You know, this kind of makes the vehicle looks much bolder, so I'll go with the blacked out wheels. So yeah, there you have it, guys. That is the Hummer H1, the Mammoth Squaddie, and all the customizations this vehicle is going to be offering. It actually drives, you know, just like how you would expect. It is a big truck, so the handling and the top speed ain't the best of it. Going right away to the off-roading aspects, well, the off-roading is decent, guys. I mean, it's not that great because it has got, you know, the collision at the front, the bumpers and the bull bars. The bumpers actually collide with the rocks or the objects, and also since it is a very long wheelbase, as you can see right now, there are chances of you getting stuck on rocks or other obstacles. So you got to keep all this in mind while off-roading. But for the performance going uphill, it is actually good. You know, it doesn't struggle or anything very well. It goes very easily. So good on that aspect. But there's a particular point that I want to, you know, highlight here. And if you guys didn't know, if you guys haven't watched my previous video where I showed the gameplay of all the vehicles, well, this vehicle has the ability to go in water. I mean, as you can see, I'm driving down this water body, and any other typical vehicle would actually, you know, die off within a fraction of a second. But this thing actually works inside of the water bodies, and I'm guessing Rockstar finally made the snorkel work. And also, I'll just show you a little comparison here. I'll take the Mammoth Patriot, and as you can see, just as I enter the water body, the vehicle dies. It didn't even take like 2 seconds in the water. It just dies right there. A second attempt here and I enter the water, 2 seconds down, and it literally dies right there. Nothing works. So that is the comparison and the difference between the other stock vehicles and the latest Mammoth Squaddie, guys. This one feature is really good, you know. Take a look here. I go the exact same where I got the Mammoth Patriot from, and I actually stop the vehicle for a certain time, and when I start moving, it still goes. You know, it doesn't die like the Mammoth Patriot or any of the other vehicles. So this feature is really good, guys. I'm absolutely blown away that Rockstar actually finally added this feature into GTA Online. Really good feature, and I hope and wish the other off-road vehicles with a snorkel had this ability as well, but sadly this is the only one that is going to be having this. But yeah, nonetheless, that is the Mammoth Squaddie, guys, coming at a staggering price of $1.1 million. I hope you all have your bank accounts ready for this drip review because they are expensive as hell. So yeah, that's it with the video, guys. Let me know your opinions down in the comments, and make sure to stay tuned, as up next we'll be taking a look at the Vapid Slamtruck. So yeah, do drop the video a like and also subscribe if you're new to the channel, guys. Thank you all and have a good day.